X is on the beat.
Hello, beautiful people. It's your girl, Ju, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my YouTube channel, Just Ju, where you can just be you. Yes. But anyways, welcome to my channel. While you're at it, I know you're looking, so go ahead and subscribe. You're gonna like it anyways, so just subscribe. Why are you watching? Why are you looking at me right now? You need to be going down to the subscribe button and hitting the button. But anyways, I know y'all trying to figure out, why does she have this daggum cap on? You want to know why? Because it's my daggum graduation, and I'm graduating, and I'm having my own graduation because Rona done messed it all up for everybody. Graduation done got moved, but it's okay. It's all right. We're going to get into that a little bit later on into the video, so y'all just keep watching. If you want to figure out how I got all of these degrees in so many years, you keep watching so you can figure out how you can do it too, because if I can do it, you can as well, and anybody else out there can too. Okay? So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. But come on, y'all, let's get right on into the video. All right, y'all, we're gonna get right on into this topic. I can't wait to talk to y'all about this. So here we go. All right, so let's start off with where I started at first. So I graduated high school, and I graduated in 2013. And from there, I always knew, well, I didn't always really know that I wanted to go to Jacksonville. I always wanted to go to Alabama State University. I always wanted to go there, and my entire family were all Hornet grads, and I wanted to be a Hornet. I really and truly did. And then they started having trouble. I really didn't research the school for real. I just knew I was going there because that's where my family went. And I didn't do any research or anything, but I did come to find out that I think at the time they were having a little bit of trouble with their accreditation. And now I don't want to, that's just what I heard.
Who said that? Who said that? Who said that?
I'm not saying that that's what happened, but that's what I heard, and I didn't want to get mixed up into all of that. So I was like, well, now where I'm finna go? Well, my best friend, her mom was a Jacksonville State University grad. She graduated from Jacksonville State University, and she was like, Jalea, you know, just go. Just go. Come to a preview day. Come with Bree to a preview day, and let's just go see what it's about, you know? Don't give up on it. She already wanted me to go to JSU because that's where my best friend was going. She was like, I need y'all to be together, you know? You need to go to JSU. I don't know why you looking at Alabama State University, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I don't want to go to no PWI. I wanted to go to HBCU. I did. So she was like, just go and see, you know? I was like, okay, I'll go check it out. Y'all got to the campus at JSU and fell in love, y'all. Like, the CJ department, the criminal justice department was amazing. They had a amazing, like, it was all like hands-on, and I was sold. The campus was beautiful. Everybody was really friendly. I was sold. Now, in order to do all of this, you know, you have to take an ACT or SAT test to get into college. I'm just gonna let y'all know that I am not the best test taker.
And you know, that's all right. That's okay, because sometimes in life you're gonna start slow. That's okay.
I took the ACT twice. The second time I took it, I was able to make a high enough score to get into the school. Got into JSU, knew that that's where I wanted to go, you know? But my score was not good enough to get a scholarship. I was gonna be paying money, honey. When I tell you money, money, money. And my score wasn't high enough to get me a scholarship. I was like, you know, that's fine. I just had student loans, mama, that's fine. My mama was like,
Are you dumb? Are you dumb?
no, ma'am. What you're going to do is you're going to fill out this scholarship. It was called IPOP. And you had to have, I think, a 3.0 GPA and something else. It was something, it was like a, you got it through your church.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Mwah. Love you, Jesus.
And my mom was like, you're applying for this. And I was like, Mama, I don't want to go to Lawson. I don't want to go there. Like, I want to go to JSU. I don't want my first 2 years to be at a non-traditional college. I don't want it to happen. And she was like, girl, hush and fill out this application. So I did fill out the application, ended up getting the scholarship. And my mom was like, look, I know you want to go to JSU, but financially, this is going to be the best idea for you. And I was like, man, you know what? Okay, got a full scholarship to Lawson. So I went and got to Lawson, worked my butt off. I was still determined to have a traditional college experience. So whatever organization like Lawson had, I was a part of it. I did it. Anything that could give me the experience of a traditional college, I was gonna do it. Cause I was like, I was just not finna have a non-traditional experience. So I worked my butt off those first 2 years as well. I graduated Lawson magna cum laude with my associates in criminal justice. And so, like I said, I already knew I was going to JSU, and because my GPA was so high, I ended up getting another full scholarship. So that was a blessing in disguise for me. Something that I didn't even want to do, so a place I didn't even want to go to, was a blessing in disguise. Boom. So I got the scholarship to go to JSU. Now I'm here. Finished study criminal justice. My minor at the time, it was a criminal justice concentration in forensics. And at the time, my minor was chemistry. Because my advisor was like, well, if you want to go in a lab, you might want to do a chemistry or biology based minor. Fall of 2015, here I am at JSU, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, a junior with more than enough credits and not having to pay for school. Boom. Did all that, was not taking the chemistries, y'all. Wasn't doing it. I was like, that's fine. I'll handle it towards the end, you know? It's just, I think I had to take maybe 6 chemistries. It was either 6 or 5. And y'all, I wasn't doing it. I wasn't taking them because I was scared. I really was scared. I was hearing all these horror stories about chemistry. And I was like, Jalea, why are you scared when this is what you want to do? And I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and try. Went to my advisor. Tried to figure out, you know, okay, hey, I'm here. Time to take these chemistries. And they were like,
oh, when you trying to graduate?
I was like, I'm trying to graduate spring. What year was I trying to graduate? It was, spring of 17. Spring of 17. I was trying to be out in May. And they were like, baby, they laughed in my face. They laughed, honey. Laughed. Let's take another rewind. So I'm coming down to my last couple of semesters. I'm in my my last semester of my junior year. I can't remember what. It was some forensics class that I was taking. And I think somebody had asked the question, you know, what degrees should, because my teacher at the time, he was a forensic scientist for the Center for Applied Forensics. And he double majored in criminal justice and chemistry. And he was like,
yeah, if you want to work in a forensics lab, you might as well just double major.
Here I am, just a regular old criminal justice forensic investigation student. That's it. Minor in biology. That was all that I had. He was like, oh yeah, you're gonna need 8 chemistries. Huh? I'm gonna need what? I'm gonna need how many chemistries? I don't think so. You can try again. I don't think so. Remember, y'all, I haven't started these chemistries yet. Okay? And I was like, okay. So that pushed me and was like, that's cool. That's fine. Dandy. Let me just go and see what it is that they need me to do. So I go to my advisor. Boom. Now we're at the advisor. And he's telling me when he knows I'm gonna graduate. Y'all, I had basically 2 more years. Because, well, I decided what happened was, the way chemistries are set up, they're all a prerequisite of themselves. So you can't take Chem 2 without taking Chem 1. You can't take Organic Chem 1 without taking Organic Chem 2. And you can't take They're all prereq. I had Chem 1, Chem 2, or Chem 1, or Chem 2, and I think I had to take a chemistry elective. And I couldn't get to even the chemistry elective without taking 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you can only take those one semester at a time. Remember, y'all, I only got 2 semesters left. Just 2. And you telling me that I'm gonna add on 2 more semesters? I think not. No, I think not. We gotta figure something else out. So we went digging through some stuff. He was like, well, you could just minor in biology. And I was like, okay, cool, let's do it. Let's rock it out. Let's make it happen. I don't care. Let's do it. I don't care. So we changed it. He was like, yeah, because I already had Bio 101 and 102 because I took those at Lawson. So I already had that. So I was like, cool, because with biology, things weren't a prereq of themselves. So after you took Bio 101 and 102, you really could just hop on in with everything else. And that's exactly what I did. I'm thinking in my mind, okay, this minor is going to be enough. I'm going to be able to work in the lab. This is going to be it. Getting closer to graduation, found out again. Because now I'm looking for jobs. I'm trying to figure out my career path now. And they're like, well, yeah, you're not going to be able to do this. You basically need a whole degree in either biology, chemistry, or physics. In order to work in a lab in the state of Alabama, you have to have a bachelor's in either biology, chemistry, physics, or any related fields, or any mathematics, whatever. But you're not going to be able to work in the state of Alabama. Not in the lab. Not in the lab. So I was like, okay, cool. I mean, that's fine. I just gotta go back to school. Now, I was following this person on Instagram. She was cool, wonderful girl, black girl magic, and I saw that she got 2 degrees at once. She got her master's and her bachelor's at the same time. She walked across the stage twice. And I was like, ding, ding, ding. I can just do that. Now, let me tell you why I decided to do that. I ended up getting another scholarship. Remind you now, the scholarship that I had already received, only covered 4 semesters. It only covered 2 years. And my 2 years was up spring of 2018. Like I don't have any more money. So my last semester, because I ended up having my graduation was extended 1 semester. So I was graduating in fall of 2017. And there was nothing I could do about it. Absolutely nothing. But only thing I could do was figure out how I was going to pay for it. So my dad, he comes and he moses his way on in and he's like,
oh yeah, I didn't use my GI Bill. You can use that.
Remind y'all, the GI Bill pays for books too. Now, the scholarship I had was a full scholarship, but it did not pay for books. So, but at the same time, that was God's will that I didn't have that right then, because you can use it for, I think, 10 semesters and you have 6 years to use it. And guess what? Your girl had a way to pay for school. I was like, okay, thank you, Lord. So God gave me some more money. And I was like, all right, cool. Now I can get to school. I can pay for my last semester. And so I was like, hey, went to the people, to talk about, the scholarship to see what I can do. This lady said,
oh yeah, you can't use this scholarship.
Because in my mind, I'm like, okay, boom, I'm only using it for 1 semester. I can use this for grad school. She said, oh no, baby. It only covers undergraduate courses. I was like, okay, beautiful. I said, well, what am I going to do with the rest of this money? And she said,
get another degree.
Jalea, you need another degree for this career. Perfect. I was like, okay, great. This is amazing. So I was like, all right, God. All right, show on now. So now we're trying to figure out how we're going to get this master's, right? We need this to be paid for. My cousin told me, she said, don't go to grad school if somebody not paying for it. And I was like, dang, okay. All right. So I'm like, I want to go to grad school because, I want the masters. While I was in school, I was what our school calls them go leaders. I was an orientation leader, and basically
we mentor incoming first-time college students, and we basically mentor them. We give them a whole show, blah blah blah. You know.
I was a go leader. But during that time, I was also paired with the criminal justice department, and I was helping them with getting the students registered and on and on and on. And actually, one of the department head at the time, we actually became close, and I went to him and I asked him, you know, hey, now remind y'all, I am the queen of procrastinating. I procrastinate. I am the procrastination queen, y'all. Let me do these lids real quick. I'm the procrastination queen. I need to go to grad school, so we're just gonna take a pause in the story because I can't talk and do this at the same time. That's gonna take a really long time. So we're gonna speed through this real quick, and then we're gonna get to the rest of the story. Okay, so moving on. All right, so I went to the department head at the time. And I was like, look, like I said, I am the procrastination queen. It was getting closer to graduation. I knew I wanted to go to grad school, but I haven't even applied yet. I hadn't taken any of the tests to get in. None of that. I didn't do any of that. To ask, you know, hey, is it too late for me to apply for grad school? And if not, you know, where do I go? What do I do? And what tests I need to take? Like, he was like, no, it's definitely not too late for you to go to grad school. I've been waiting for you to come and ask me this, da 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 da. And he asked, hey, what you doing? He said, do you have a way to basically said, do you have a way to pay for it? Do you know what you're gonna do? And I was like, no, not really. I just want to see if I can get in first. And he was saying, he was like,
You want a job?
and I was like, yeah, I want a job. What you mean? Like, what kind of question is that, sir? And he was like, okay, cool. We're looking for some graduate assistants. We're looking for a graduate assistant for Dr. Morgan. He was a big time pathologist, one of the youngest pathologists. And he needed a graduate assistant. And I was like, oh, that's great. I would love to apply. And I ended up getting the job. And the doctor, let me go back. So he basically, I ended up getting the job and was so happy. So now I have a way to pay for the undergraduate degree and the grad school degree and the master's degree. So I was like, God, I just was thanking God through that whole situation, because I mean, it all just kind of happened. Like, it all happened. It happened fast, and it all just flowed. It all fell into place. So here's when things get tricky. I went to the biology department, was like, hey, this is what I want to do, and da 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 da. They were like, cool, you know, let's start you off with this class. Because remind you, I minored in biology when I was getting the criminal justice degree. So I already had about like 6 or 7 biologies under my belt. So I was like, I should be able to finish this within 2 years, you know? Biology, so I didn't have that many to do. I basically had nothing but like maybe 5 biologies left and a whole bunch of chemistries. Because apparently you got to take just as many chemistries for the biology degree as you would if you were minoring in it. So I basically kind of sort of almost had a minor in chemistry, but to be completely honest, I was 2 hours shy of getting a minor in chemistry. That's just how many chemistry classes I took, you know, during this time. But all right, so we're going, we're pushing, we're moving, we got it, we're good. And I think at this point I had to, well, when you're in grad school, you can only take a max of 13 hours. And because I was in grad school and undergrad and still getting another bachelor's, I had to basically go and get an override. And they saw what I was doing and they were like,
wait, what are you doing?
and I was like, yeah, you know, I told you I was getting my master's and my bachelor's at the same time. She was like,
oh, baby girl, you can't do that.
and I was like, what you mean I can't? What is it that you mean? Y'all have approved me for these classes. Y'all sitting here watching me get advised, and here I am, and you telling me I can't. What is it that you mean? And of course I wasn't taking no for an answer. I said, well, who I need to talk to? Because remind you, I was a goal leader. So I already knew the chain of command. So it was like, well, I already knew the chain of command, but I was like, you know, whoever it is I need to talk to, you give me through to them now. Who is, because to be honest, y'all, to be completely honest, now I hate to say this, but you can do whatever you want to do at these universities as long as you know who to talk to. If you really and truly want to do it and you're dedicated to it and it's something that you really, really and truly want and it's something you kind of have to have, you can do it as long as you know who to talk to. Don't let these people tell you no, okay? You keep pushing and you keep pushing and you keep asking because you never know what can happen. So that's what I did. I kept pushing and I kept pushing. I called the registrar's office and they were like, you need to talk to the dean of the school. And I was like, bet. I knew the dean of the school. I knew the dean. We were actually pretty cool because of orientation and because I took his class. And when I tell y'all, that was the hardest cell biology course I've ever taken in my entire life. Hardest class, but he was a great teacher. But anyways, we became really close. And I was like, all right, cool. I know the dean. I can talk to him. That's no problem. And so I talked to him, told him the whole situation. He was like, man, I understand your situation, but the whole thing is we can't do this in the computer. The computer is not gonna let you get 2 degrees at the same time. But let me see what we can do. So I was like, okay. I continued to have the faith and the hope that, you know, this was all gonna happen, and I continued with my classes. I continued with everything. One semester I ended up taking 18 hours, y'all. 18 hours. And this is with grad school. And with the grad scholarship, I could only take 9 hours at a time. So I was only taking 2 graduate courses at a time, along with taking however many biologies I wanted to take. So just to make sure that I could get them both at the same time. And they were like, every time I went to them, they kept telling me, you're not gonna be able to graduate with them in the same semester. I wasn't trying to hit it. I was like, man, y'all keep on trying. Y'all keep on having y'all meetings. Keep on trying to figure this out. Until it came to the point where they were like, Jalea, you can do this, but you can't get them in the same semester. We have to offset your graduations. So it came down to my last couple semesters and I was like, okay, you know what? Cool. That's all right. That's fine. We can make that happen. And so I had to do an independent study for one of my courses. I was like, all right, cool. Offset the graduations. I ended up getting my master's last semester in fall of 2017. But I just skipped over it. I had got that bachelor's, graduated with the bachelor's in fall of 2017, then got the yeah, that's right, and then got the master's. I was like, that's fine, whatever, I just gotta do 2 graduations, I don't care, whatever. But with that being done, so what happened was they changed the catalog. All of my work that I did changed the entire catalog of the biology department. I think now you can get 2 degrees at the same time as long as you offset it, because they weren't not gonna let me do that. And now students can do that now at JSU. And also at first, and so also towards the end of my thing, so you have to have 30 hours. And I was like, okay, cool, I'm going for a second bachelor's. I'm gonna have 30 hours, especially if you add the graduate courses. Even if they didn't add my graduate courses, I still would have had more than 30 hours of undergraduate courses for taking the, you know, getting the degree in Salem Elect. And so she was like, they were like, okay, cool.
But wait, whatever courses you took while you were getting your minor, you can't use those to this degree.
And I was like, what you mean? What do you mean I can't use? Now, when you get your minor in biology or even chemistry, the courses, now if you're getting a minor in anything else, like if I would have got a minor in psychology, you literally can take any psychology course that you want for that minor. You could take whichever 5 courses or 6 courses you want to take, you can do that. If you want a minor in dance or you want a minor in anything other than sciences, you can take whatever you want. But when it comes to science, you have to take particular classes in order for it to be a minor, because they were like, well, you can't just take anything and be like, oh yeah, I minored in biology. No, there are certain things that you need to know before you can declare that. And so I was like, cool. So I was like, well, I don't see how we finna do this, because first off, this is my last semester. Second off, I already took those courses. Like, those are courses that are required for this degree as well. So I'm confused as to what you want me to take. Six more biology courses that aren't going to even be compatible to the career choice that I want, because I think the only other biology courses that were left was like stuff about animals and freaking plants and bugs, and I was like, I'm going into DNA analysis, and so my freaking concentration is in cell and molecular biology. So no, we have to figure that out. So they changed the catalog, so now anybody can, that's no longer a problem. So I also look at this is, in my situation, I made it a lot easier for other JSU students to get this degree. You know, this is something which makes no sense to me, because you have people that are actually going out, they minor, and then they go out into their careers and they realize that, you know, I want to go deeper into this field, or I want to go deeper into this major, and they can't, and you're telling them that the courses that they already took basically mean nothing. What sense does that make? None. It makes none whatsoever. So they had to change it. Let's just talk about my challenges. Y'all, it was literally the hardest thing I probably would have ever done. I felt so stupid for doing it. Every time, I mean, like, I really did. I felt so stupid. And everybody was like, no, this is really great. You're doing great, da da da. But I literally, my intelligence was being tested out every single day, trying to juggle grad school and that at the same time. The workload, the course load, it was stressful. I remember one semester, the semester that I took 18 hours, and not only did I take 18 hours, I took 18 hours of the hardest courses you could ever take. I think I had like, I had my graduate course was I had to take stats, and I think it was research, animal systems phys, and if you go to JSU and you know Dr. Rayburn, you know it's a hard class. I was taking animal systems phys, physics, and I think something else. It was in one of the chemistries. I think I was taking organic chem 1 at the time. Overwhelmed. I was crying. I cried almost every single day. That semester, I definitely did. I cried almost every single day. At least once a week. Because every time I turned around, I had a test. Every time I turned around, I had a paper. Every time I turned around, there was always something due. And there was always something that I needed to do. But what I will say is, I worked really hard. And then on top of that, I was a graduate assistant. And I was teaching courses. Like I was helping my boss teach the courses. Like I taught, at one point in time, I taught a whole forensic investigations class almost basically by myself. And doing that also pushed me to want to be a professor. Like it was all just one big eye opener. It was really a mess, but I have no idea. But I managed to get up out of there. Like every time, I don't know. It was God's grace. God's grace and his mercy. And I managed to do it. I still don't know how I did it. I thank God each and every day. I could cry right now because literally in just a couple of days, I am going to have another degree. Like, it's crazy. And it was something I wasn't supposed to have in the first place. I just worked hard. So you want to know how to get those degrees? Do them at the same time. Look into the university, look into the school first to make sure that it's called a dual degree. So look into the university to make sure that they actually offer dual degrees. That's very important. You have to make sure they actually offer them. Because if they don't offer the dual degrees, you're screwed, basically. Like, just give up. Well, no, don't give up. But yeah, that's how I did it, y'all. 2020 graduates are out here applying for jobs and nobody's hiring because of coronavirus. Or there are students, I know for a fact that there were people that actually got the positions and couldn't even come into work. Like, it was like, hey, I know we hired you, I know we offered you this position, but oh, by the way, because of coronavirus, we can't accept you anymore. Like, that is the harsh reality for most. I'm not gonna say all, I don't put this on everybody because some people definitely were blessed enough to still get their positions, keep their positions, but for most 2020 graduates, we're out here looking for jobs and we can't. We worked hard, we did all these years of work and hard work, and now there's nowhere to work. You know, I'm sure that this is definitely going to pass, but that is the harsh reality for 2020 graduates, unfortunately. And everybody's gonna come to you and it's like,
oh, what's next?
Corona is next. That's what's next. But yeah, just pray for the 2020 graduates. Pray for us, because we need prayer. But yeah, so y'all can finish watching me getting ready, because this is still a get ready with me. So I'm gonna speed through the rest of my makeup so y'all can finish watching it, and then we're gonna get ready to close out this video, okay? Hey y'all, I'm back. Mom, don't. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did it. I just would like to thank my mom for believing in me, my father for pushing me, my sisters for also pushing and loving me, and God, because without God, I wouldn't have been able to do these. I wouldn't have been able to do none of these. None. Okay. But yeah, so this is the final look. This was actually the fit that I was gonna wear on graduation. But since graduation is moved, I'm not gonna be able to wear this. Why? Because it's gonna be scorching. But no, thank y'all again. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you stayed all the way to the end, thank you for listening to me mumble and mumble and mumble and talk. But thank you so much. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what else it is y'all want to see from my channel. Tell me what y'all want me to do. What kind of looks y'all want me to do. Let me know. You know, I'm in the house. I have nothing to do. And all I have time to do is to be here for y'all. And I just want to thank y'all again. Subscribe, comment, and like this video. Share this video. Tell people to come and check it out. And y'all can go watch my last video, the intro video, if you did not get it. So y'all just keep on watching. Just wait. Go to my channel right now. What are you doing? You need to go to my channel right now and go look at the last video if you haven't looked at it. Thank you. Love y'all. But thank y'all again. And as always, JuJu loves you.